Hi, and welcome to the Photoshop Shop. Today we're going to talk about how to organize your tasks and your workflow and make a plan of what you're going to do to a photo and in what order. And this is very important, and I'll explain why as we're going through. You may want to go ahead and grab a pen and paper or grab your smartphone to take a quick picture. So let's get started. Here's how I organize my workflow. This is not exactly how Adobe recommends you organize your workflow. However, I'll explain why I tweaked it. First, always make a copy of your image. Before you get started making any adjustments, save a new copy, rename it, and always work from your copy, retaining your original image that has not been edited. You never know when a client may change their mind, or you could have a computer glitch, or a file could become corrupt. You always want to work from that saved image. Now this is where I've changed the order. Adobe recommends to change the resolution and then crop your image. I don't do it that way. I prefer to crop my image so I see exactly what I want my final image to look like, because if I change my resolution first and then I crop my image and I crop a good portion out of it, I'm going to have to go back and change my resolution anyways to have the maximum pixels I can use when I'm uploading certain photos for clients on the web, or if the image I'm working on is going to be printed, I'm going to have to go back and change the resolution and the image size again anyways. So I prefer to crop it, then I go in and change my resolution. Typically, if I'm using an image on the web, I will put my resolution at 72 ppi, and if I'm printing an image, I will keep that at around 300 ppi. Then you'll want to adjust your color mode. Once again, depending on how your final image is going to be used, this will determine whether you use CMYK or RGB. CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, is typically used for 4-color print processing. If your image is going to be uploaded on the web or in a website or on Facebook, you'll want to keep that at RGB, which is red, green, and blue. Next, you'll want to change your contrast and brightness. Then you'll want to do any retouching. If your bride has a blemish, or in this case, my girl has a few stray hairs I may want to delete, that's when you would want to go ahead and do that. Then I adjust my color and tone and my white balance. And finally, you'll want to sharpen your image, and then you'll want to save. And throughout my workflow, I save after each one of these steps. So I make a copy of the image and I save it. I crop the image and then I hit save. I'll change the resolution. I'll save again. I'll adjust my color modes. And if I'm going to be working on an image for more than 5 or 10 minutes, I will save continually through changing the contrast and brightness, the retouching, as well as the color and tone and white balance. I constantly save, you just never know. So I hope you've taken note. This will help you in moving forward with Photoshop. Thanks for watching. See you next time at the Photoshop Shop.